Assalamu alaikum. I'm Dr. Fari Bukhari from Pakistan Party, and today I have a very important thing I would like to discuss with everybody before people get carried away with what they're hearing and what they're talking about on the media. So today I'm going to talk about what the European Union has decided to do to Pakistan in light of its recent parliamentarian session. European Union decided to thrash Pakistan on the basis of human rights violations. Are you surprised? Per the parliamentarians, Pakistan is responsible for inhumane conduct due to its military courts that have been giving death penalty to terrorists. In addition, Pakistan was also blamed for prosecuting people for committing blasphemy. Moreover, Pakistan was also slammed as a monster for giving death penalty to Yadav. 3 allegations. The first one, military courts giving death sentence to terrorists. A few years back, if you all remember, I would like to have you recall your memory and remember the time when Obama launched a successful operation and killed Osama bin Laden. Why didn't the European Union have an objection on the death sentence given to a terrorist like OBL then? Why does it have objection on Pakistan for sentencing all convicted terrorists to death? Why the hypocrisy? NATO has bombed various terrorist hideouts in various countries, killing a lot of civilians as collateral damage in these airstrikes or drones. However, the European Union fails to acknowledge NATO as committing any human rights violations. Why? Pakistan has hardly any collateral damage of civilians in airstrikes. Pakistan's anti-terrorism court convicts criminals based upon tangible evidence of involvement of terrorism. In the past, when Pakistan did not convict these criminals with death sentence, they found a way to escape the prisons or justice, creating a bigger havoc in Pakistan and the rest of the world. Implementing death sentence to proven convicts of terrorism has eliminated terrorism in Pakistan by more than 90%. Pakistan has scientific data to support this. So why exactly is the European Union so keen to create obstacles in justice by coming up with such irrational accusations? Why would the European Union want the terrorism to come back by eliminating the anti-terrorism court's powers, unless the European Union had its own conflict of interest in protecting the convicts proven to have committed terrorism in Pakistan? Second allegation. European Union raised concerns over prosecution of blasphemers as being inhumane on the basis of freedom of expression rights of minorities in lieu of international law. Again, a very interesting allegation. Legally, Pakistan is a country with a constitution carrying Blasphemy Act, and all residents of Pakistan are expected to comply by the Constitution of Pakistan. If anyone commits blasphemy, he or she is given a trial based upon the Blasphemy Act. This law is not just implemented in Pakistan, it is found in most of the Muslim countries where Sharia laws are practiced. Sharia laws have been in place for 1400 years since the birth of Islam. They are respected by 2 billion Muslims of the world. Blasphemy Act is an Islamic Sharia law. While freedom of expression is everyone's right, this right must be practiced keeping respect of the Prophet, peace be upon him, of 2 billion individuals in mind. Blasphemy is a grave offense in Islam, and it has grave repercussions. It is the severest form of mental and verbal harassment of the 2 billion Muslims of the world. How can European Union condemn Pakistan for trying to follow 1400-year-old principles of Islam in lieu of Sharia laws as Pakistan's sovereign right as an independent republic, unless European Union has itself bred some Islamophobia? What is European Union's definition of human rights violations? Sharia laws, or Islamic laws, or Islam? And what does that imply? Is European Union harboring Islamophobia in its judgments So why exactly should Pakistan or any other Muslim country listen to European Union's bigotry against Sharia laws in the name of freedom of expression? And where exactly does European Union's freedom of expression stance evaporate when it comes to disrespect of the various monarchs who are ruling the various member countries of the European Union? Number 3, the third allegation is on us trying to convict Yadav with a death sentence. Yadav made a public statement confessing his crime of abetting and planning terrorism in Pakistan. He publicly accepted that he was sent by Indian government to plant terrorism in Pakistan. So why is Pakistan prohibited from sentencing him to death when USA didn't even think twice before killing OBL? If Yadav is allowed to survive, he will get released back to India, thus encouraging more raw-funded terrorism in Pakistan. Why would again European Union want that to happen, unless the Union had its own conflict of interest here? I have, at the end, just a few questions for the European Union, with due respect. Number 1, when are you planning to slam India for its war crimes in Kashmir? Number 2, when are you planning to raise your concerns over the Iraq invasion by NATO and millions of civilians' lives lost as a result? Number 3, when will you raise your voices against Israeli apartheid, against the Palestinians, calling for sanctions, boycott? And when will you struggle, really struggle, be concerned about what's going on in the Gaza Strip? Next, number 4, when will you condemn the military-industrial complex that has been selling weapons to both sides of every world war and the recent war against terrorism? Number 5, when will you address the escalation of hate crimes being committed against Muslim minorities living in Europe? Number 6, when will you slam the drug cartel benefiting from the Afghanistan war, creating an opiate epidemic in Europe and US just to make profits for the drug mafia? Number 7, when will we talk about the lynching and persecution of Muslim minorities in India by the cow vigilante extremists? Number 8, when will you try to warn the Burmese authorities for committing genocide of Rohingyas Muslims? If Islamophobia is the driving force behind your baseless allegations on Pakistan, then you must remember that Pakistan is a country built and founded in the name of Islam, with Islamic Sharia laws as part of its constitution. Pakistan has its obligation to pursue the Sharia laws as part of its ideological principles. If you want Pakistan to abandon its ideology to please your Islamophobic campaigns, you must be mistaken. 70 years, and despite all the proxy wars of our enemies, we still exist, and we are proud of our ideology, as are the 2 billion individuals in this world that follow Islam and respect Sharia laws. Just because you have Islamophobia and no respect for Sharia laws does not mean that 2 billion of us have to quit Islam and our respect for Sharia laws just to make your Islamophobic vibes calm down. Thank you.